We Aberdeen sisters celebrate our ancestry in a troop of 3 courageous presentation sisters and 2 other young women who came from Ireland to Dakota Territory in 1880. Now, these were teachers who came to teach the white pioneer settlers and the Lakota and Nakota native peoples. Like their foundress, Nano Nagle, these women were Edgewalkers. You know, Nano said we should be willing to go anywhere in the world to save souls. Well, these trusting women came, believing so deeply in their call and in God's providence. They must have had uncommon faith and courage to go into the unknown as they did. After settling in Aberdeen, in Dakota Territory, they soon had started 9 schools and 4 hospitals. The diphtheria epidemic hit Aberdeen, and schools and parts of the town closed down, much like the coronavirus has done to us. Some townsfolk asked the sisters to take patients into their homes and their school, regardless of the danger. What if someone came to you today and said, "Would you take some of the COVID patients into your home because we don't have a way to care for them?" This was a dangerous thing to do, and they felt called by God to do it. Edgewalkers. Where was the risk manager who should have warned them about the peril that lay ahead? Well, this launched the Presentation Sisters of Aberdeen into the healthcare ministry, which we have carried on now for, 120 years. It's now Avera Health. Of course, many sisters were needed to take care of all these ministries. Well, Mother John Hughes was an enterprising superior at the time and took trips to Ireland to urge sisters out to Dakota Territory. We have a copy of the marketing ad she used in Ireland. Listen to this. "We offer you no salary, no recompense, no holidays, no pensions, much hard work, a poor dwelling, few consolations, many disappointments, frequent sickness, and a violent or lonely death." And they came. More women of faith and courage, more Edgewalkers. These women walked out to the very edges in responding to God's call because they loved God that much.
And Missionary Work transformed our congregation. They took us back to our Irish roots in Nano Nagle. We recovered our spirituality, our charism for justice, and passionate love for the poor and marginalized. If I could be of service in any part of the globe, I would do all in my power. Nano's words moved us into the wider world to be with people of God in partnerships for mission. Collaborations actually began in the 1800s. Sisters from 3 different presentation congregations came as missionaries to South Dakota. That spirit for the sake of mission, do nothing alone, is in our DNA. Our missionary work reflected it, not only with other presentation sisters in Mexico, Guatemala, Bolivia, Zambia, and Malawi, but with multitudes of lay partners. That energy still burns brightly in Caminando Juntos, in Aberdeen, and even the countries we left behind. God has a way of keeping us, her daughters and partners, focused on that passion of Nano.
Just like Nano Nagle did, we're called to be in joyful service, to go out where need calls loudly. And I think at the 2018 chapter, we really were called to look again at how we share that mission with others. And I think when we turn back years from now, we'll look back at that as a pivotal moment in our life. I think when the concept of presentation people came to us, it was from the International Presentation Assembly that phrase was coined. And I don't think anybody really ever knew exactly a definition of that. We knew in our hearts that it's people who share the mission. And when we're coming across people who are employees or lay associates, or maybe people who connect as donors, or maybe people who just really are touched by the story of Nano Nagle, sometimes we know in our hearts, this person's a presentation person. They carry the mission. And that's brought great energy and life to us. And I really see that as we trust the calling of this Holy Spirit in this transformation, it's reaping some benefits. And I don't think we fully understand what this transformation means for us, but I hear from presentation people that they're excited about being along with the congregation on this journey.
It's been almost 25 years since I started working for the sisters, and I have noticed a huge transformation of the presentation people over that time. When I first started working for the sisters, we knew we were employees for the sisters and that we came to work each day with a job to do. But over the past years, those roles have changed dramatically. We are now invited into the sisters' daily and personal lives, and we're welcome, encouraged, and even encouraged to share our voices at the congregational meetings that we attend. We are encouraged to be an extension of the sisters' mission and ministries, and they are welcoming us on that journey as they work for justice across the world. The presentation people are excited and invigorated because now we feel like we're a part of the congregation. And by joining with the sisters, we're able to provide new opportunities and exciting opportunities to share our mission with others.
We have realized that our mission to alleviate oppression and promote human dignity is close to the hearts of many of our partners who are working with us. They know Nano and see her as a light. They practice the values of hospitality and joy and compassion. It has become very clear to us that they too carry the mission of Nano. It is not the sisters who are at the center of who we are. It's the mission that is at the center. All of us, sisters, employees, presentation people, carry forward that mission to incarnate the justice and compassion of Jesus.
We're moving out like Nano in the neighborhood. While it's hard to leave behind the place that we've grown to love, we also know that Nano would have us go forth